Shalom. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be with you, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. So today we got a good one, everyone. I've gone to another channel. This time it's some Indians who are atheists. Let me clean off this camera here. Make sure we have a good image of... Alright, here we go. These guys were pretty nice to me. I like them as well. Most of the time I come across Indian people. Indian people seem to be like me. I don't know why. Maybe I look like them or something. I don't know. But let us make sure we have a good screen here.
ল্যাটিন আমেরিকার কিছু কমিউনিটির কি বলে যে ফিচার্স দেখা অথবা দৈনন্দিন জীবনের দেখা আমি কয়েকটা কমেন্টস করছিলাম এই কারণে আলফি ভাই তারা হাইজেনবার্গ ভাই তারা আর কি আমার অনেক রেসিস্ট বলছিল আর কি তো ব্যাপারটা হচ্ছে এরকম যে
Now I am appearing as Kalki to them. Kalki.
কি বলে যে ওয়েস্টার্ন ভ্যালুতে যারা মনে করেন যে ইট ডাজন্ট ম্যাটার তারা কোন বর্ণের বা কোন এলাকা থেকে আসছে কিন্তু ওয়েস্টার্ন কান্ট্রির যেই ভ্যালু মনে করেন যে not only মতামত
and they are talking about Islam but I'm about they're atheist and they critique other people. You'll hear it. I'll let you guys watch it. Hear it for yourselves.
এই টাইপের খাবার দাবার যদি না খেতে পারে তাহলে তাদের এইসব দেশে থাকাই উচিত না
I had a good time here. I had a real good time. I think these guys. I had a real good time.
Exactly. হ্যাঁ আমি তো আপনার সাথে এই বিষয়ে একমতই মানে তারা যদি এইখানকার কালচারের সাথে না যায় দেখেন এরা গিয়া খুঁজবে হালাল হ্যাঁ কিন্তু আবার ঠিকই রাতের বেলা দেখা গেছে যে হোয়াইট ফ্রেন্ডদের সাথে গিয়া ড্রিঙ্ক করতেছে বারে যেতেছে কিন্তু খাবারের সময় বাজারে গিয়ে আবার খুঁজে হালালটা তো এদের হিপোক্রেসি লেভেল ইনসেন আচ্ছা সবার আমার সাথে একজন যুক্ত আছে লেটস সি সে কি বলে
আচ্ছা ওকে
Namaste, आपका सही
আচ্ছা আমাদের সাথে কালকে যুক্ত আছে not sure if you understand Bangla or not I don't know
No, namaste. Namaste.
You understand Bangla?
No, I could just speak a little bit, but I'm an American. I live in America. You speak English. I do know that. It's universal language.
Okay.
I just wanted to say, how are you guys doing?
So,
how are you doing? How are you guys doing?
Fine. So thanks for...
Wonderful.
I'm good, okay. I'm okay. And Kalki, I don't know, like, I have a question. How did you get to know our platform? Like, if you don't understand Bangla, then who told you about your platform?
I actually go on many different platforms. You know Heated Debates? You ever heard of Heated Debates? It's a platform
I haven't heard.
Located in India. It's a big platform called Heated Debates. They're really nice guys. I talk to them all the time. Really nice.
Frozen.
My screen is frozen?
No, I can see him. Sure, but I think
maybe
you're
it's on his end
with your network.
Yeah, but they're really nice guys, and I came across your live. I really nice guys over there, and I came across your live stream, and I just wanted to say hi to you guys and see what you were talking about because I heard Muslima and you're talking about Islam. I see that and all that. I can understand a little bit of what you're saying, right? And then I see you got a cool little picture floating in the background, floating up in the background with wings.
By the way, can I ask you something, Mr. Kalki?
That's just animation.
Yeah, I like it though. I like artwork. You can ask me anything you would like. What would you like to ask?
When you joined, you just did a gesture like a Hindu people, like Indian subcontinental, like Hindus, they do namaste. You said namaste. Why did you say namaste?
I mean what I say. I speak and I mean what I say. You did I offend you?
No.
I'm sorry if I offended you.
No, it's not often, but I thought you know about this platform a little bit, so it's not a
I believe in the Vedas. I believe in the Vedas. I believe in the Quran. I believe in the Bible, the Christian Bible. I believe in the Torah for the Israelites. I believe in all the books of the Word of God. Many people critique the books because there is, a lack of interpretation.
Do you know that this platform? Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Do you know this platform is atheist platform? Like we criticize all the religions.
Yeah, I criticize them too in a way because
we criticize.
I understand what you mean because
no, when you say that when you say you believe in or you believe in different religious books and you accept those if you accept those as truth and those are divine books sent from God, then do you know that all these books contradict each other? Like nobody, like no God endorsed other religion God. And
I didn't say they were divine. You said that. I not say the books are divine. Books are written by men. Men are corrupted.
I just asked you. Like, do you believe all these religious books were sent from God?
Well, let me give you an understand. Let me give you an explanation about books. The way I see books. Books are just men. Men write books, and the books are history of cultures spread throughout the earth. So it's basically the history of man and what man has experienced in the world through his reasoning and his logic and his experiences. So when I read the books and I look at certain things of what the books say, can I extrapolate? Do you know the word extrapolate? Can I extrapolate from the book and put it as a living thing in the life? So for instance, if stealing is wrong, and they say that it comes from Brahma or Allah or Yahweh or God, and they say that, can I extrapolate that saying and use it as part of my life to say, is stealing wrong? Well, let me analyze that. So if I went and I stole something from you, you may come after me, and that's not so good for my life. So I could say that what that book contains in it, some things, not all, what that book contains, that is a truth that I can extrapolate for my own life. So I wouldn't say that all of the things that are in books are absolute empirical evidence of truths. I would just view them as they are history of man's dealings with one another. And they teach rights and wrongs for men to, live peacefully, if possible, live peacefully with each other in a respectful manner. But I do understand what you're saying, that many of these religions in today's society, all they do is they attack each other. Like, oh, your religion is wrong. No, your religion is wrong. No, yours is. So I can understand your take as being an atheist to stay out of it, because I look at all of them as well and I say they're all crazy. They all believe like Moses turned sticks into snakes because they don't know the real interpreted meaning of the linguistic of the word of the language of what it originally was in, and the meaning of it, like the word naga. For you understand naga, they say serpent, but what exactly was the meaning of a naga, right? So in that culture at that time, in that period of time, so today, in the culture of Hinduism, if they say naga, they may think that a snake could be a man, or it could talk to you, or this or that, but that's not reality. It's an allegorical understanding, but
okay. Sorry to cut you off.
It's your channel.
Learn in this. Okay, yeah. So I just wanted to understand, like, what is your current religious status? Like, do you believe in God, or do you believe in any particular religion?
Could you clarify your definition of what, like God, G-O-D? I don't know, like, what is God? Could you clarify for me an example of what you would be God, like to you? Like, there's not an old man, like an old man with a beard in the sky? No, I don't believe that. No, definitely not.
Okay, perfect. The thing is that I'm talking about the religious God. Like, we talk about religious God, like Christianity or Hinduism.
A creator,
or
a creator.
They claim a particular God. So do you
So
believe in?
like
Do you subscribe
like
any of these gods?
so like a creator, right? A creator of things, that kind of God, a creator of that. Um, yeah, I
Yeah,
believe.
like God is defined as like supreme creator, simply almighty ruler of the universe.
Yeah. I believe in that. Why do I believe in that? That would be your next question, because I would say, yes, I believe that something made something. Even us, we make things, and we're like the God to it in that sense. If we create artwork, you're the God of that artwork. You created that, or you made that. I mean, there's a difference between the word create and then made. Create is something out of nothing. Make is something already here, and I can just take ink and a piece of paper, but that was already here, and draw something like with chalk or on a wall of a cave. So I did not create the chalk, I did not create the cave. So there would have to be something greater than I myself who could do such a thing as making. Somebody had to create the essence of what is available for a man to use to make things, if you can understand the logic of my reasoning there. However, the God that I view would be life itself. So we could not even have an argument or a debate or a discussion or anything if you and I had no life in us. We would just be nothing, right? We would be unalive or dead or,
Okay, so
inanimated.
you're
So
finding a, you're finding a
which
reason for conscious being. Something is there.
something is
For
there. Well, would you agree
something,
with me?
there's
Would
a
you agree
reason.
with me as an
So
atheist? Would you agree? Would you as an well
that's
as
where our question comes. Like, do you have any proof? Do you have any proof?
yes,
Anything
yes.
was created in the universe.
So I would ask you for clarification. So when people ask me for evidence or proof, I would ask you as an atheist for you, because I one time was an atheist myself. I practiced that as well. So I would ask you, what do you, just you, not the whole atheist community, only yourself, what would you accept as evidence, right? Because atheist is someone that he's an atheist because there is a lack of evidence of something. So what would you as an atheist allow evidence to change your mind of a God? Could it be physical, science, logical, any evidence? What would you say to me that I could use for you to give you clarification of an evidence?
Okay, so you're asking what kind of proof do I want? So I'm asking you how many kind of proof you have. Like as if like whenever the people say this kind of things that I have some proof, and in which way, if I prove, would you believe in my proof? That's when I ask what kind of proof you have, because nobody, as of now, any human being has given us any proof, significant proof that can actually prove God. So I'm asking you, since because you were saying that what kind of proof do I want? So my question
You want
is,
physical.
how many
You
kind
would
of
ask.
proof you have?
No,
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying
Can I
Well,
I'm
no.
not saying I'm
You,
asking
you
for
said
physical.
so basically you're saying you want physical proof,
No,
right?
no. It's more of an objective
No.
proof.
No,
You're
not objective, not objective nor subjective, because objective and subjective can be something that it comes out of your own imagination. He does not want imagination. He wants physical, something he can touch, taste, hear.
Can be varies for
Five senses,
but
which is
objective is
five
different.
senses, right? 5 sense proof. Like if for instance, this can is blue. This is blue, and you know that that's evidence that's blue, right? You would not say that's red, because we have a logical understanding of what color is, what reason it is. If I said this was a can made of aluminum, I can give you the evidence, the physical proof of aluminum, that it is a can. You know what a can is. You know what soda or pop is because you have tasted it. So that's the kind of proof you want. 5 sense physical proof, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
It doesn't have to be physical. That's what I said.
No, I want. I want you to give me. You're the one that's. you want to be verified, and I want you to, because I can give you physical, I can give you science, I can give you logic proof, but I want you, for on your own self, for your own heart, for your own mind, what do you accept and see as, hey, that guy's right, and I can observe that. I'm not going to follow religion, no, but there is something else other than us. I can observe that. I can see that physically. In that sense, if you understand what I am saying. Yes? No?
It doesn't have to be visible. It can be observable.
Okay, observable. All right. So I will give you then some examples. And
so
I will.
no, I haven't. My question was not answered. I asked you how many kind of proof you have.
I answered to you. Remember, I said I can give you physical, I can give you scientific, or I can give you logical. Those are different proofs. Those are three different proofs. I can name more. There's many more kinds of proof, but I just gave you a main.
Wow.
Like physical is the top. The physical is the top. Like if I were to come and touch you on the face, you could not say that I don't exist. And if you touched me, you could say, oh,
Okay.
I can't say he doesn't exist. Physical would be like
let me give you
empirical.
let me give you some criteria. Let me give
All
you
right.
some criteria. Your proof has to be objective. It has to be testable.
Objective. Okay. Objective.
It has to
testable.
be falsifiable, and it has to be repeatable.
Falsifiable and repeatable. Okay. I got you. I'm very,
Okay.
I was like you. I did not believe in any of this hocus pocus myself until I got clarification of what things actually were in reality. So I would ask you this, and you just can answer if you agree
help
or
us finding the God. Like you'll be the first human being to prove the God existence. Let's see.
Okay, so I will ask you questions, and you just be honest. Be an honest man. Don't be dishonest man.
You should be on Guinness World Book, man.
No.
You should be in Guinness World Record.
No, I just want to. I just came to say hi and say hello.
You were.
But I will give you. I will help. You. This is your channel. This is what.
Let me ask you. Let me double check with you. You said you were an atheist before, but
at one time
you got something. You got something, and you got evidence and proof, or whatever you say. Based on that, I think. I don't think. I know that for a fact. You should be by this time. You should be on Guinness Book.
Your opinion, right? Many people have opinions.
Have you tried to contact them?
No. I stay to myself. I don't want people knowing me and stuff.
You're gonna get the Nobel Prize and everything. You're gonna be everywhere.
I have my channel.
After you.
Can I explain something to you? I have my own channel called Captain Skeleton Man, and I write thesis papers and I write books about. I critique everyone's religion, just like the atheists would critique. Like I could say to Muslims that the name Allah is corrupted, and it's wrongly written, and you've lost the meaning of that. So anything you're going to say to me about your book, and you keep using the word Allah, it's corrupted, so I don't know what you're talking about because you don't know what you're talking about. So, but that's just one thing that I write in theses and things because I study linguistics. But I want to go back to the host, right? I don't want to get off topic because I want to give him objective, testable, falsifiable, repeated evidence, right? Did I say everything that you want?
I'm so excited to know all this.
Okay,
Please
so
go ahead.
Just ask question, you be honest, and you say yes or no. Can we observe the concept of what we call life? The definition word life. Can you and I as men observe that life is objective, testable, falsifiable, and repeated?
Well, I mean, it depends. How do you define life? What do you mean by life? Is there anything?
Um,
You mean
well,
it's a soul
um,
or something?
no, no, no,
It's a
no, no, no.
combination of
Physical,
your
physical.
body that has part of organs
Hmm.
that keeps you alive.
Yes,
You
yes. We
cannot
can.
define there's yeah, you cannot define like there's a soul or
Um,
something
well, we can
that is in
define.
life. That is
Well, in life, is it possible for once we get the understanding that life is possible because you and I are alive and we're speaking to one another, and the only way we're speaking to each other is
we're
here's the next
alive.
question:
We're alive.
consciousness. We're aware that we
Yeah.
are somewhere, right? We're in what you call the Maya, right? We're in, or what Hindus would call Maya. We're in it somewhere. We might not understand it, but we can touch things, see things. If a car hits me, it may end my life in that sense of what life is. So does that clarify also as well of what I'm saying when I say life? Okay. So would you agree that, okay, we can
Yeah.
observe
Okay. What does
in
this
those
prove?
mains? Okay, well, now, in the other way, the next thing would be in this life, we need something that helps us become, whether we're objective or subjective, and have thought process. We need something else as well. We could have life, but many things have life. A plant has life in it, but a plant cannot read a book. A plant doesn't drive a car. So there is something else that we have, and that would be counsel. Counsel. Like your parents, for example, when you were a baby, God did not teach you right away. God is not the one in the sense of religion. It was not God that told you to behave and be good. That came from your parents. Because as a baby, you knew nothing about Brahma or Allah or any of these things. You can't comprehend what grown ups are talking about. But as a child, you can comprehend at maybe the age of what we say, 5. We could say 5, 4, 5. I don't know how intelligent you are. Maybe you knew right from wrong at the age of 3. I don't know. But only you would know. But by the time you could understand right and wrong and what caused your parents grief if you disobeyed, and then you would have a council of understanding. I don't do that because my father or my mother will become angry, and then they set me down and they tell me why I am angry with the son or daughter. So we would first get our counsel from our own parents to begin with. So could we agree that life contains counsel in some way that we can now observe actions that our vessels produce in the world? Could we agree that yes, counsel had to be present? And then from that, well, you have to have understanding. So your parents would set you down, maybe tell you this, but maybe you're too young, you don't understand it yet. As you get older, understanding becomes a greater thing to you. You understand right and wrong. You understand how to drive a car. You understand, how to walk to begin.
Okay.
Let's start with
So
walking.
what does that prove? Yes. Yes. We have consciousness.
Yeah.
Our development of our brain. It is a continuous process since we are baby and then child and we become adult. As we grow up, our brain become more mature because
And you
it is
get,
getting a
and
lot
then
of
you gain.
nutrition, and that's how we evolve. And
Well, you're getting
obviously, from
counsel.
our experience,
You're
from our
getting counsel.
experience, and yes,
Well, you're
we're
getting
going to
counsel.
school, and
You're getting.
parents are teaching us. That's how we were learning. How
Oh
does
wait,
that prove God?
wait, and now after all that, you get all that right. The next thing that you gain from that would be what? Knowledge, because not all things that are told to you are true. Would we agree with that? Not all things you see, not all things you hear are truth. Remember, this can is red, right? Am I telling you the truth? This can right here, this part, that's red. Or am I a liar? How do you know I'm a liar? Oh, because you got knowledge about something. How did you get knowledge about something? How do you know? How are
So
you
what
awake
that has
in
to
that
do with
sense?
God concept?
I'm coming to it.
Okay,
I'm coming.
brother,
I'm coming
Yeah,
to
please,
it. I'm
answer the
coming to it.
point,
please.
man. It's
This
not
life
So
is
about
very
now, So now,
this has been already 9 hour live, so we're trying to cut it short.
once
Cut
you
it
have all
short.
those
We're
things,
talking about God existence. Just come to the
yes,
point.
yes.
What that
So
has
now,
to do with God.
so the only way that you can even debate anybody on their religion or do anything, you had to have conscious mind. And where did your conscious mind come from? It didn't come from, no. It didn't come from your mother and father. Your mother and father did not create your consciousness. They only gave you counsel. They helped you. Your teachers helped you gain those other things.
Proving point is consciousness given by God.
That is the correct. Only consciousness can be given by something greater than yourself. Because you can extrapolate anything in the world.
Listen, hang on
Prove
a minute.
Prove it. I just did. Tell me.
Evidence.
I just did. Okay, now you want scientific. I gave you. Listen to what I'm saying, sir. I gave you physical evidence. You can't refute my physical evidence. Now I'll give you science. Now I give you science. Now I'll give you scientific evidence of how consciousness is in the world in existence. See, the physical is a type of evidence. That's one kind. Now you're asking me, because you disagree and you can't understand it, now you're asking for another evidence. That's why I said, which evidence do you accept? I gave you the physical evidence. Your consciousness itself did not come from this world here.
It's not evidence of God. You have to. You still okay. Even if consciousness,
I asked you what was God. I asked you for your definition of God, and you said what? And you said what?
I didn't define God. We didn't define God.
And I asked you from the beginning, define God.
No, I didn't define you God. I didn't define the God.
Yeah, you said something that creates what we're in. We agreed. I said, so you mean a creator?
I didn't say that.
Okay, define God then.
Who told you this? I defined God who created. Why would I define God? I don't know what is God. I don't know what is God.
Because you're the one making a claim that God does not. No. You're the one that claims God does not exist.
Brother, I haven't claimed anything.
It's called duality.
I just don't know what is God.
One man says God does exist. Another man says he doesn't exist. You must give your evidence of why God doesn't exist.
Hang on.
Brother, I'm sorry. I had to
listen to us first. We in this platform, nobody said, nobody claimed about there's no God. All we said, we don't believe in God concept. So provide us proof how we can believe in God.
That's why I say clarify the definition of God.
Because we don't even know what is that. Like, it's the people who believe in God.
You are the one said.
If you don't even know what it is, how can you ask questions about something?
Burden of proof is on the one making the claim. That makes you the claimer.
We are not claiming anything.
I don't need to prove what I believe. You have to prove what you are claiming.
We just don't claim.
See, I don't think these people really understand. It's the same thing like with nose, how nose was. They don't realize that if someone believes in something and someone else doesn't believe in the same thing that someone else believes in, you have to show the evidence, both parties, duality. Both have to prove what they're claiming. One claims, I believe. The other claims, I don't believe. In order for you to have belief or disbelief, you still have to have proof. For instance, I don't believe that ants can drive a diesel truck. Can I give evidence for my disbelief that ants don't drive big trucks like humans? Yes, I can give my evidence. So if somebody says they believe an ant can drive a big truck like a human, they would have to show that evidence the same way a disbeliever would have to give their evidence. Ultimately, within both of them, there will be a thing called truth.
For you to believe in God?
Listen
or
to me
are you You understand that?
Listen
I
to
don't
me
think you
clearly,
understand your
brother.
argument.
Listen to me.
I don't think you understand.
I don't know, brother. I'm so sorry. I don't think you understand us. I think you're misinterpreting us. We are not claiming anything about God. We didn't even know about God.
Yes,
It's your
you
claim.
using this word.
You put into the
What word?
link. You can.
You're claiming God, and then I want to address this. Where did you get this word God from? You're only using this word God. God, the word God does not exist outside of people's religions in the sense that that is the existence, whether you call it Brahma, Yahweh, Allah, whatever. These are found in certain books. So those people that are saying these words, they have to prove that word that they're doing. But if you, as an atheist, are using the word that's found in their book, you yourself have to prove that that word they're using doesn't exist. Duality. You must, to order to come to truth. It's logical. It's reasonable.
It, no, brother. Let me
No,
finish.
see, now you can mute me because you cannot
Let me finish
defeat
once
me.
again.
They can't defeat me.
No, brother.
They can't defeat
We are not. There's no claim. We didn't even claim
No,
anything.
no
You came
problem.
to a
Don't
live
worry.
and you are asking. You are asking. I believe in God. You said that. If you remember, we can go behind. And
No,
you claim.
beginning
I
of my
believe in something.
conversation,
There is something,
I asked you, clarify because I come to
brother.
your channel.
You
I come to your channel. You're the one who has it in your thing, God or whatever you're writing in the Hindi. You're writing God, that word there. I'm coming to you asking you clarify what you've written there. That's the burden's on you now, not me.
Now
no.
listen, my
No,
Oh,
friend.
brother.
You
yes,
said no.
yes.
You twisting our words.
We
That
never
lady,
Because an atheist, according to the definition as I gave them at the beginning, an atheist has no belief of God or gods. See the fallacy in an atheist? Because if you truly are a real atheist, then that word doesn't even exist. That word doesn't exist in your vocabulary. But because it's a concept in reality, you can't deny what's written in a book. It does exist. So now you must prove to the rest of the billions of people that that word is not a word. It doesn't exist. That's a burden that falls on atheists, and they don't even realize that. They don't realize that.
claim anything. We didn't claim.
that lady behind you that's floating around is laughing at you right now.
That's
Laughing just
you, my
next to
friend.
you, brother. Laughing just next to you.
I said it first. I said it first.
She's flying. You said it first. That doesn't mean she is flying for us. Anyway, brother, you're misinterpreting us. You must have known before joining this platform. You must have known that we are an atheist. We don't claim there is God, or we don't, or else we claim that there is no God. We said we have no claim about God, and you came to us by saying you're going to prove God. So first question is, what is God? So you
No,
have to define
I'm
first. Then
proving my
you
God.
you brought up so many
Remember,
things.
Remember,
You
I'm proving my God. I'm not proving religion of what religion's. Remember,
so
from the very
No, you
get-go,
said, look,
from the very
my
beginning,
friend.
I said,
Hold on,
clarify
hold
what
on,
is God
hold
to
on.
you, because
No,
what other
hang
people are
on.
calling God might
You're
not
talking too
be
much.
my God.
You're not listening to us. Listen to
I
my
can
friend.
rewind
Yeah?
the video and
so
show
your
you
your
when I
Yes,
entered the
go ahead.
claims
stage,
have,
Rewind
everything
it.
I
brother,
said.
Go ahead.
your
Look,
your your argument
when
your
Messiah
argument just
said,
failed. It is your
The
subjective,
burden
it is your
falls on
subjective
you.
God. And
The burden falls on you. What is
bro,
God to you? What do you?
You see, they don't understand. They're the ones writing it right here. Look, they're writing it right here. I did not write that. I did not post that as a claim. They're using a word, perhaps from another book, but let's say I'm from the outside. I don't know anything about their book. So now I come, what is God? And now he wants me to give me clarification of what you think is God. And then I can prove whatever you say, and you'll see how I do it, that according to you is God. Because you're the one using the word. The burden falls on you to tell me what are you clarifying as God. Because not everyone shares in the same idea and concept as God. However, in the truth, there's only one God. In truth, all must come to that finally. But right now, in the confusion and in this chaos that everyone in the world is in, you, as a personal individual being, must explain to me, when you use such words, what do they mean to you? And where did you get them from? Remember, I am like a foreigner. I'm an outsider. I don't know what you're saying. Watch.
Right, and I don't, and you said I knew you were. You said I knew you were an atheist, and I don't even speak your language, nor can I read your alphabet. So don't lie on me. I don't know that you are an atheist.
You doing research and you doing PhD or something.
Don't be a joke,
You're
Kalki.
twisting our words. Mr. Kalki, you said when Messiah said...
I'm not twisting their words. I don't speak your language. I know a little bit because I understand, like when you are speaking sometimes. I can't read that. I don't know what the hell that says. No, I don't. I can understand when you use certain English words because certain things and phrases are not found in your language. So you can hear people speak. So when they say things like Muslima, I know you're speaking about Islam now because Muslim is found in that book. If you're saying someone that follows a Sikh, and I hear you say Sikh, or I hear you say Christian, you don't have a word, but that is the word because they're nouns. See, it goes back to my linguistics. When they change the name of God and they start using different things, they lose the meaning of certain things and certain words. But nouns remain the same. So you've changed Yeshua down to Usis, to Isa, now to Jesus. So you're changing these nouns. Like, what in the world are you all doing? It's not like I'm going to change your name or your name or your name. If you tell me what your name is, I have to call you that because that is your name. That's the noun of it. You're saying this God word, I don't know, because it's lost, it's generic. So I want you to clarify for me, what is this word that you keep claiming, and what is your definition of it? That's all I'm asking. It's very simple. It's not a hard thing. I tried to help them out. It's a creator. I tried to let them understand it, but watch.
About God, when he just mentioned the word God, you said, what do you mean by God? Are you meaning by creator? And then I told you, like I gave you a rough idea. I said,
now he's going to slip up. He's going to slip up because this guy, he's going to give me a definition of what he believes, and also Heisenberg will. So they'll all give me the different God attributes that they're looking for of what God is to them. And I alone, I'm going to give them evidence of what it is that they're asking for. Watch this. Watch. It's so hilarious.
Let's say Supreme who ruled the universe or something like that. And you said, okay, no problem. I will tell you, I will give you the evidence of God. And you also asked what type of evidence we want. And Messiah clearly explained to you what type of evidence we want. And you said you're going to provide all of them. And you just made some bunch of your imagination, whatever you just say.
Imagination does not come from no, that's not imagination. We agree. Life exists. You say life doesn't exist?
So does it prove there is God?
That is one aspect of the physical evidence that's objective, it's testable, it's falsifiable, and life repeats itself when your mother and father, and now you can make a baby, and then your son and daughter can make children, and they can make children. It's repeatable. Oh, so yes, I gave you...
Kalki, can I ask you...
So you see, I gave them the evidence that they themselves asked me for. They asked me for this. So when I present it to them, they're still going to reject it. It's like, what? I don't think you're in your proper senses. I don't think you're in your proper senses.
Are you in your mind?
Am I in my mind or out my mind?
Are you in your mind? I don't know.
Am I?
I don't know. I really doubt because
Messiah bhai, I would like to ask him a question.
Kalki, have you smoked?
And now they're going to ask me, it's going to be foul. Now they're going to ask me if I'm on drugs. This is what everyone always goes back to this. I don't know. They must all be smoking the dope. I think they all smoking it because I am not thinking of that. When I speak, drugs is the furthest thing on my mind. However, it seems very close to their consciousness, doesn't it? Watch.
Are you in your mind? I don't know.
Am I?
I don't know. I really doubt because
Messiah bhai, I would like to ask him a question.
Kalki, have you smoked? Do you smoke? Kalki, do you smoke?
Do I smoke? Do I smoke?
No,
what?
it's not relevant. Samrat bhai, it's not relevant. I want to ask him a question. Like, so is it somehow? Please correct me if I explain you in a wrong way. By the way, my name is Heisenberg. So,
Heisenberg.
nice to meet you.
Namaste.
Okay. Yeah, likewise. So, are you kind of relating the existence of God to the existence of life? Is it somehow your argument is?
Wait a minute. Now he's wanting to ask me for clarification of what I think is God. You're the one that has it up here. I'm asking you to clarify what God is. You see how now he's trying to swip the script onto me. Watch how I handle this.
Well, let me show you. I'll show you something. You see this? You see that? What does that say?
NASA.
Okay. So you understand that I can observe things that you are on this earth. You could not observe on this earth. I can go somewhere else and observe the earth that you're on. And I can have a different perception than what you can even possibly imagine if you stay on the ground here. If you've never left the ground, you will never have a perception of something else. So that's where counsel comes in, as I was saying. You start to get perception depth, counseling of right and wrong, this and that, here and nor there, everywhere. These type of things, whether you're in your mind or outside of your mind, these different things become reality to you. If you did not have that perception, you would not have any knowledge of knowing. Therefore, you have no understanding. So I'm asking you in the sense, do you agree that we can objective, testable, falsifiable, and repeat life? And we can. Yes, we can. That is just one evidence of something that exists outside of you. You're not the creator of life.
I think
You did
you're
not make all of these things. You
I think
didn't
you're
do
referring
it.
to Immanuel Kant's noumenon phenomenon. Is that correct?
Wait a minute. You did not make anything outside of yourself, did you?
Who created?
Now we are going into solipsism and noumenon phenomenon. I did not really want to go there. I asked you simple questions like, are you correlating the existence of God with the existence of life?
That's why I asked you from the get-go. What is God? You said God was a supreme ruler. Okay, by your definition,
Life is the supreme ruler of all of us. Without life, you couldn't even be having this conversation or even be having thought or anything. So ultimately, in truth, life would be supreme when it comes to a human. The ultimate goal of a human is to have life. That's supreme. Otherwise, you don't exist. Atheist,
a human being.
Okay, who defined this kind of weird definition? Who gave you this? Who gave you this weird? No, you are misinterpreting us, Kalki.
Who conquers the world? The human being who conquers the world.
You have to listen to us. This is not.
But you have to let me finish. You have to let me finish.
No.
They don't let me finish because he's saying supreme, a supreme ruler. Okay, supreme ruler of all the universe? He-Man. He-Man is the master of the universe. So He-Man, based off your definition of God, He-Man, the master of the universe, is God. Not really. I'm just saying, based on what you're calling God, that's what you've wanted me to give you evidence for what you're claiming as God. So I give it to you. If a human being conquers the whole world and he becomes the emperor of the whole world, by your definition as a supreme leader of the universe or the world, he would be God. Watch how I handle this with Modi.
Finish my statement. He wanted supreme ruler. A man can become a supreme ruler over the whole world. Is he God?
No one has said that.
No.
Brother, no one has said that. No one has defined God. So you are trying
Is Modi listen,
ask him what is the definition of God? So
is Modi the leader? Is Modi the leader of all people in India? Yay or nay?
Actually, for some people, Modi is God. So I don't know.
So there, you just cemented what it was, Heisenberg. Come on now, you just cemented your own explanation. Oh my goodness.
I did not ask for semantics. I just asked yes or no.
No.
Is
So
Modi
this is
the supreme leader
No.
over all of India? He makes the decisions.
God is not our definition. There are 4,300 religions.
I did not say it was my
definition. Will have
definition.
different definition of God. But
That's
I'm asking you, what do you mean by God?
I'm asking you.
What is
God.
What is the definition
You're the
of
one.
God?
You see how they're trying to flip it on me? They want me to give my definition of God and then prove my definition of God. Well, the God I worship is 7 spirits. Can I prove 7 spirits exist? Most definitely. Because life itself is my God. Counsel is my God. Knowledge is my God. Wisdom, understanding, fear of the Lord, power. That is God. And God is in all of us. Because that is the Creator, creates, and life itself of his life is in us. Now everybody has different levels of those spirits. Not everyone is intelligent, not everyone is this and everyone is that, but in different levels we all share the common essence and elements of life itself. I call the 7 spirits the elements of life. If you had none of them, you would be empty and void and darkness would cover your face.
Making the claim, this word that you wrote, that's your claim. I'm asking you, clarify that word. And you can't.
Can I ask you something?
And if you can't, then I can't show you the evidence of something you don't know.
Kalki, Mr. Kalki.
It's not my fault, that's you. I said you could ask me anything
Kalki,
before.
you're not listening. Listen.
I'm asking you the definition of God. Like, how do you define God? Is it the existence of life? Are you correlating? I still yet to get my answer. I'm not getting any answer from you. Are you correlating the existence of life with the existence?
আপনার ভিতরে এত প্রতিভা ভাই আপনি আগে কেন দেখান নাই ইনশাআল্লাহ দোয়া করি আল্লাহ আপনাকে আরো উপরের দিকে নিয়ে যাক ভাই
Crazy man. You're asking me, that's one attribute of God. Yes, God is life. God is also love. Yes.
Okay, so God is life. So life gave at least a human.
Now, if he says, okay, God is life, and you agree with my definition that God is life, can we prove life exists by what that guy here asked me? He gave me 4 things to prove life. Can I prove life exists by his 4 definitions? Yes.
I formed an Earth like 4 billion years ago. But the universe was created 13.8 billion years ago.
Wait a minute.
The Earth.
Where do you get billion years? Who told you the Earth has been around for billions of years? A man or God?
Obviously,
Gotcha.
we have. No,
Gotcha.
you did not get me for anything. Let me finish my question. You are again deflecting.
You made a claim.
Let me finish the question. I'm not making
years.
any claims. I'm not making any claim. I'm asking you a question. Asking a question is not a claim.
Yes, actually asking a question becomes a
No,
claim.
you can get into the semantics, but I'm not interested in semantics. I'm interested in knowing. I'm interested in knowing.
Asking question is not a claim.
In order to ask a question
not a
means
claim,
you
brother.
listen.
I got to explain to them. In order to ask a question means you have some kind of understanding that you're trying to extrapolate or get information from. So a question is a claim in the sense that you want clarification of the truth. And the only way to get clarification of a truth is to ask a question that becomes a claim. How did I get here? It is a question, but it is actually a claim too, because you are looking for an answer. Your question itself is yourself. I. How did I is a claim that you exist. I get here. Here is a point in time. So you're making a claim that you exist in a point of time. I don't think people understand that questions are claims.
Listen, in order for you to ask a question, you have to have a definitive claim to pursue the question.
Kalki, let me finish
I
the
can't
question.
ask a
Then you can
question if I
respond.
don't have a belief or a understanding
No.
of
Kalki,
it.
I'm really curious to know what you think. So that's why I'm asking a question respectfully. So I would appreciate if you answer the question. Before going into the details of word games and what word each word means, we can go into the linguistics later.
I'm playing what you're doing. I'm doing what you're
get into the gist of the matter. So the universe came into existence, or if you call it Big Bang, the big expansion, whatever, 13.8 billion years ago, right? And
says who though? You got to clarify.
Let me finish the question.
Evidence.
I'm sure the cap you showed, NASA.
You see, when you say something as a question, he doesn't realize it's not even a question, because he's stating some fact that some man told him that the Earth was around for 13 billion years. That's a claim. 13 billion years ago is a claim, but he's putting it in his question. See, all questions become claims. People don't realize this.
They will agree with me. Like, whatever I'm saying, it's kind of recited.
So now NASA's your God. NASA became your God because
I did not say NASA my God. I did not say NASA is my God. I'm saying that.
I don't believe. If you ask me, do I believe the Earth has been around for billions of years?
You keep on saying, Kalki, you keep on saying that we're interrupting you, but you are actually interrupting us. He's trying to make a point, and you're interrupting.
But he's putting words in my mouth because I don't agree.
Even if he says something wrong.
And first of all, I never said they kept interrupting me. In fact, I said it's your show if you want to interrupt me, because you apologize for interrupting me. And you always interrupt me because I didn't get to finish my thought. Remember, I even said, hey, I don't even get to finish. You're interrupting me. I'm not interrupting them. I'm asking, before you pursue further in your question or your statement or your claim, you need to clarify where you got that from. Give me evidence when you're making these claims. And now the evidence that they give me is evidence from another man. So now the man is your God. NASA's become your God because you are accepting what NASA says, yet you won't accept life itself. NASA could not make any claim had they no life in them.
Wait for your turn. That's not a good gesture.
Yeah, wait for, if I say anything wrong, just correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. So I'm just curious, since the existence of our current universe 13.8 billion years ago until very few million years ago, like 130 or 40 million years ago, or 400 million years ago, when life started on Earth, what the F was God doing all these billion years? As you related God's existence with life, what was the purpose of God? Like, he was just sitting ducks? What was he doing if its purpose is solely correlated with the existence of life? What was the purpose? What is the meaning of his life's existence or God's existence?
Now watch this. I'm going to introduce something to them that nobody knows because I'm the creator of this. I created this fallacy. All right? No scholar did this. I'm the one. I'm the scholar that creates and shows a new kind of fallacy. And once I show them this, watch, they're going to keep using it over. And then watch what I do. It's so funny. I love to give people a greater understanding and perception. I love it because it'll make them wiser whenever they grow in knowledge and wisdom. So I will get to watch them grow by what I taught them. I love it. That's that's the greatest thing a teacher gets, is to watch the students grow in knowledge and truth. Watch.
Correlating life's existence with God's existence. So if there is no life, what the heck God was doing all those 13 billion years?
Are you ready for my answer now? That was your question? Okay, so
Respectfully, yes.
respectfully for you, respectfully, right? You're asking something based upon what someone told you. That's called a perception. Okay, it's called perception. You have a perception fallacy here. It's called a perception fallacy. Because you, as the life that you're in, that was created, when you ask what was God doing before what you are believing as a claim that someone else told you, you have a perception fallacy because you cannot perceive what God was before the Big Bang. Just like you cannot perceive what is a sperm and what is an egg. And if you put those two things together, they don't look like you now. A sperm is a sperm. That's completely different. An egg is an egg. That's completely different. But if I unite these things together, now you are a man or a woman now. But if I were to extrapolate you back down to your quantum makeup, what is that? So when you look up in the sky and you make these declarations, you're asking, what was God doing? What the heck? You know, in that manner, being kind of vulgar towards something in a manner. How can you perceive that? You can't even perceive that, can you? So you can't have an argument there. So your question becomes a claim, and you don't realize it. Now your question becomes a claim because you're believing what other men have stated millions of years, Big Bang, so on and so forth, and then you are making a claim. What the heck was God doing? Obviously, you think now, based off that there must be a God, but he must have been lazy. So you don't realize that you are making a unconscious, subconscious claim that there is God, and what was he doing? I don't know because I'm not alive back then. So I cannot perceive that perception. So there's a thing called perception fallacy, which I create in my scholarly agendas and my teachings and my theses. It's called a perception fallacy. Just because you can't see something doesn't mean it's not there. So I ask you this with all respect. If you and I are walking in the woods together, and
just let me correct. Let me understand. Let me understand before you go to another topic. Like, I did not get your answer correctly. So, if I take home from your answer is like you simply do not know what God was doing for 13 billion years.
Heisenberg bhai, sorry. Can we get God definition from him? We yet to get any definition. I don't think he has defined yet. We need to understand what he means by God.
I will define.
Is that his subjective opinion, or is that objective?
If that's something we can objectable, testable, falsifiable, and repeat, right?
Yes.
Because that's what you wanted. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
But before I do that,
I haven't get my answer yet.
But before they do that, because I have to go soon.
Kalki, can I quickly say something?
Always, you can ask me anything. Again, I say it.
No, not asking you. I'm just trying to get clarification. When Mr. Messiah said about God, when he mentioned God, you clearly said what you're talking about God is that creator, and we said say about religious God, and you said define or say clearly. Is that creator? Is that omnipotent? So that time I told you that let's say supreme, powerful, and ruler of the universe, and you agreed on that. And after that, you claiming things, so many imagination. I don't know.
Based on that, life itself is the supreme ruler. Without life, you have no claim. Without life, you have no observation to make a claim. Without life, you have no language to put a claim in that you have an observation about. life is supreme in the life of a man and a woman and plants and animals. Ultimately, we want to live. We don't want to die, right? No one wants to die. I don't want to die, unless you're crazy in your head and you have mental illness or you're depressed or something wrong with you in that manner. Most normal human beings want life. That is ultimate goal. We want to live forever. That is like we want life forever. Right? Right?
Why are you making all this?
I didn't claim. That's false. That's called circular fallacy.
Okay, you can
circular fallacy.
No.
You know what the circular fallacy is?
Yes, I
Okay.
do know.
So what you did is you said that I made claims that he asked if they were objective, testable.
How about you
if they
define
were
falsifiable fallacy and from the gap?
But wait, let me. I want to speak. Wait. I want to go back to that guy. I want to go. Look, I answered him. I want him to walk with me.
One sentence. Let me finish it in one sentence. When Heisenberg said, and you said that, how do you know this knowledge? You claiming knowledge now about 13 billion ago, or like the world, how universe created, or whatever it is. And now, on that very moment, you also pointed out that, according to you, God knows everything.
I didn't say that, did I? See, you keep subjecting your own belief system.
No,
you have a belief of what you've heard. Listen to me.
When you said our knowledge,
you heard from
when you said that we are claiming from a knowledge, how come we?
Yes, you're claiming from. First of all,
so now he's claiming from knowledge. Knowledge is part of my God, sir. Knowledge is one of the 7 spirits, and you're accepting my God without even knowing it. You're accepting my God without knowing it. I love it.
God is not a word that. Listen to me first.
Listen.
Can you listen? Or are you just going to ramble? I heard what you said. I understand what you're asking. Now I'm trying to clarify, and I will clarify that. But first, I want to walk, like I was saying, in the woods with this man. And I remember everything. Trust me, I'll get right back to you instantly. Gentlemen, earlier, we walking in the woods together, correct? And you and I hear a noise. There's a noise. Tell me what you do. What do you do?
Are you talking to me? Are you asking the question to Heisenberg?
The gentleman that asked me about, he was talking about the Big Bang and that type of.
Yeah. So I think if you and I are walking in the woods and we hear a noise, so I think it will completely depend on what type of noise.
It's behind us. Remember, I said that we hear a noise behind us.
It will depend what kind of noise. Like if I hear a gunfire, then I will react differently than I hear a bird chirp, right?
Very good. That's good perception. See, you are perceiving that you will react differently if it's just like a little bird chirping behind you. Tweet, tweet. You're not going to be all frightened and scared.
That's based on my knowledge and experience, right? So that's why I trust.
Based on his knowledge, he's going to use my God again. You keep using my God. Why do you keep using my God? If you don't believe in God, how come you keep using my God? I love it.
Trust that knowledge and experience, and then I'm reacting upon it. So the same way I have trust and knowledge about what NASA does, what scientific community does. On that knowledge, on that methodology, I'm putting a trust that the universe.
But I have this question to ask when he's saying this. So see, knowledge is supreme. Knowledge is empirical. Knowledge has truth to it. Can a scientist be wrong? Can a inventor try to invent things and not invent what it is that he wants? Is that possible? Yes. So I'm going to title this video, Can a Scientist Be Wrong?
And there is a reason behind that.
Wait a minute. Can that be repeated?
We just don't.
Kalki, how do you know
believe
that you are talking to me?
We trust based on proof, based on objective proof, based on test. Okay,
No,
it's not just we trust things just by seeing.
We can't.
NASA is saying, no, that
Is
they
it
have
repeatable?
scientific procedure, they have
Is it
methods,
repeatable?
they have methods,
Is it repeatable?
they have method that they have tested this, and yes,
Remember, I'm going by yours.
they have
I'm going
found
by what you wanted. I'm going by what you asked. Objective,
of course,
testable, falsifiable. Can the Big Bang be repeated?
Repeated by whom?
of course, that's a theory.
There you
That's
go.
a
It's a
theory.
theory.
And theory
So
has
the
to be
perception.
repeatable.
So that means there's a perception fallacy, right there. So you can observe something
What
that
is perception
perhaps
fallacy?
hypothetically,
What is perception fallacy?
there was a Big Bang. Now, can you have empirical fact that that actually occurred? NASA doesn't. So don't believe, just like the theory of relativity. It isn't a fact, it's a theory. Okay? Always remember that.
What is
Because
theory?
science
What is theory?
changes.
What
Science
is theory?
changes. Theories are just things that are
Mr.
theories.
Cookie, can you
Theories
please
are-
define what is theory in science?
Theories are things that are observable, things that you can observe. And then you can make a hypothesis.
No, that's not
on
theory.
Yes, you can create I'm giving it in layman's term. I'm not giving it, you want the definition, I'll pull up the exact definition. I'm trying to give you a layman's term so maybe a viewer can understand it. What is a hypothesis? Hypothesis is from the word theory, comes from the word hypothesis.
No, we're not
Hypotheses are not facts. They can be tested, yes. Can a hypothesis be repeated? Yes. But there is a fallacy within it for maybe the thing changes. Maybe if I add too much of this or too much less of that, it could change so that repetitive thing doesn't happen all the time. So in a Big Bang, something could have been happening, but maybe it needed particular things for that to happen. Do you know for a fact the ingredients to create that? No, we don't. No, we don't. That's where I'm trying to get at, that you have a perception fallacy. So if you hear something behind you, you are going to react differently based upon what you know for a fact that you have reasoning for.
In logic.
Now wait a minute. Look at this. This is wrong. ChatGPT got this wrong. This is wrong. So there has been many theories. This word theory comes from a word called hypothesis. A hypothesis is what you do when you have a theory about something, and then you test it. If it's repetitive and all these other things, then you can say that it is a truth. Scientific theory is based on evidence right here, see? But I'm letting him understand that when he's using Big Bang or what NASA has done and all these other theories, not all theories are empirical. They sometimes change because they find out something else. Or if you add or take away from something, it can change the repetitiveness of something. So ChatGPT, this is what is going to be bad in the world with AI. When people start depending on AI rather than the encyclopedia, now I'm going to pull up, I'm going to show you something, so that way I can show you what this young generation is going to be facing if it continues to, believe that ChatGPT is its supreme. If it's its God, in a sense, because when they breathe life into it, many people will worship this. Hypothesis meaning. Oh. Tell me what the meaning of hypothesis is. Oh, not going to say it? The lady you speak all the other time, not now. I'll try to put it in the screen here. A hypothesis, a tentative, testable, and reasoned explanation for a phenomenon problem that serves as a starting point for further investigations. It is not merely a guess. It is an assumption. But assumptions can also change, right, everyone? You see? So this word theory comes from this word hypothesis. All right? That's where you get the word theory from. It's testable, tentative nature, explanatory power, relationship focus. But that doesn't mean that it will happen every time. It doesn't mean that it is an empirical fact. It's just evidence that's collected to prove that perhaps this hypothesis is a good theory or explanation about what it is that we are observing. Now watch this. Can theories change? Not fairies, can theories. Can theories change?
Folklore and mythology. Yes, scientific theories can change. They are based on evidence and are refined or updated as new information comes in. They
See?
represent our current understanding and are open to revision.
They're open to revision. So you see what ChatGPT is doing. If these young people keep letting this AI control their thought processes, they're going to be wrong in life itself. Here is your evidence, everyone. Yes, scientific theories can change. Do you see this, everyone? How and why theories change? New evidence, refinement, and integration. Scope and limitations. Community process. Do you see this, everyone? Just making sure, because when they pull these, this is what they tried to do to try to prove someone wrong. You can't prove me wrong. Especially not using ChatGPT. My God, are you insane? You think ChatGPT is smarter than me? I teach ChatGPT. I teach this AI, everyone. I teach it. So here he's going to use it as if it is fact. ChatGPT is not a fact, everyone. And I just proved it to you. I showed it to you on my side. Just so everyone can understand that when these young people start thinking ChatGPT or any other AI is supreme in its knowledge, this is how they will start worshiping it as God. As God. And that's scary. And look down here at the very bottom, right here at the very bottom. ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check important info. See cookie preferences. So I don't think that they only see the big stuff. That needs to be bigger than everything. That needs to be super big so that these kids can understand it makes mistakes because I just showed you its mistake. Fact. All right, let's continue. We're almost done.
There is a rule. The first rule is law of identity. What we are talking about, we need to define this first. So the first question I ask you, what do you mean by God? And you haven't defined yet.
No,
and then you're saying theory is just claim or something. Can you please
Okay,
read
let me explain to you. Let me explain your fallacy. Let me explain your fallacy. Okay. I'm going to explain your fallacy.
No.
So I'm the outsider. Wait.
Because you've made a lot of fallacies.
No. I am the outsider. I'm the outsider coming into your podcast, and you're the one that wrote God. I asked you, where do you get that from? Now you're going to make the claim. You'll make the claim that you got the word God from religions that you don't believe in.
I think now you are doing perception fallacy. Kalki, you are now doing perception fallacy.
You see, they're using perception fallacy now. Wrong though. He's wrongly using it wrong, but he's trying to be wise like me. I love it when they try to be wise, but no, you're using it wrong, and that you're stripping away from what a perception fallacy really is. So use perception fallacy properly. Don't just make believe things up. This is why I'm going to laugh and then watch what I say about it.
So I'm the outsider.
Let's not get into this because you've made a lot of fallacies.
No. I am the
Can you
outsider.
please
I'm the outsider coming into
read?
your podcast, and you're the one that wrote God. I asked you, where do you get that from? Now
No,
you're
no,
going
no, no, no.
you're
I
going to
have
make the
defined.
claim. You'll make the claim that you got the word God from religions that you don't believe in.
I
So if
think
you
I
don't
think
believe
now
in the
you are doing
religions,
perception fallacy. Kalki,
that's
you are now
no.
doing perception fallacy.
No, I don't. I
I
don't
think
think you
you just
understand.
saw a word
Don't
God and you
use
cannot
don't
define us by the single word, man.
don't
I
use
think you are not
my
doing perception
truth.
fallacy.
Don't
You are not
use
doing
my
perception
truths.
fallacy. It is your perception that we have to
You're
define
going.
God.
Now you're going to use this in
Your
your
perception that
podcast. I should never have taught you this
I think
because you'll destroy.
okay, tell me
You're
how do
going to
you know
destroy
that you are
everyone.
listening to me?
You're
Okay,
going to
Kalki,
be.
how do you know that you are listening to me?
You're going to be like Kali now because I gave you perception fallacy. You're going to act like Kali, and you're going to destroy anyone now that tries to
Who is
debate with
Kali?
you.
But how do you know that you are hearing me? How do you know that?
How do I know that?
Yeah.
Really?
How do you know that you are hearing me? Like you are questioning the knowledge method. If you question that, then everything can be questioned.
No.
Do I exist?
No, wait a
Do I
minute.
exist,
Stop.
or am I just your perception, Kalki? Do I exist?
Let me ask you this: if I am a 1-year-old baby, can I hear you? But do I understand you? Can I hear and is hearing and understanding different?
Ooh.
Oh, perception fallacy.
How does it
Yeah,
perception
perception
fallacy?
As a baby,
No, I tried to teach them the real way to use perception fallacy, right? Because he was using it wrong and saying I had perception fallacy. No, my perception is very good. And then he said, how do you know if you're really hearing me? And then he's trying to make a perception on what is hearing in that sense. So I'm giving him his fallacy. A baby can hear, but a baby doesn't understand. So you are in perception fallacy. That's going to be a new academic word. I'm telling everyone right now. You'll see.
a baby can hear.
Do I exist or am I your perception? Do I exist or am I your perception?
But let's clarify it with all due respect. Yes, I can hear you based on my 5 senses, one of the 5 senses, which is hearing. The other 5 senses.
How do you know that your 5 senses are not mistaken, or you are not in your consciousness? Like you could be drugged, like you could be hallucinating.
So
you could be hallucinating, right? You could be hallucinating.
Okay, that's what I just asked the gentleman, the host.
You could be hallucinating, right? So how do you know it's me?
Stop. He asked for 4 things, right, that we can agree: objective, testable, falsifiable, repetitive. So when you ask me this, I use what he said. Can we test whether I'm really hearing you or not? Can we have a hearing test to see if I'm hallucinating? Can we do that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So can we duplicate or repeat that observation as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so we
Yes.
can agree. So we can agree that me hearing you and you answering yes and no in these manners, we are not hallucinating one another.
That's
Otherwise-
what I'm talking about. Like the same thing I can apply on the 13.8 billion year information. Like many scientific fields merge on the ballpark of 13.8 to 14 billion years. When this universe show, you can go to the electronic
That is a agreement. You just said many agree about that. It becomes a theory. If you get other evidences for something, those theories can be thrown out the window as wrong. Theories are not empirical truths. I tried to explain this to them over and over and over. I don't think they understand it. I just don't think they're at where I'm at yet. I don't think anyone is where I'm at. I'm all alone. Like I feel so lonely where I'm at.
microwave or cosmic microwave background, you can go to the plankton constant values, you can go to the plankton distance and everything.
I'm well
everything
aware.
points to the
I'm well
same
aware
thing
of
I can apply.
I'm well aware of Neil deGrasse Tyson. You know who he is?
Oh,
Neil
I
deGrasse.
don't know. I don't know him. I just read his book.
Okay. Yeah, but you understand. Do you understand? He is the top field of physics, right? Neil deGrasse Tyson. Okay, so
Astrophysics, not physics, but still go on.
Yes, still same. So
not same exactly, but go on.
So what you're asking me is to present to you my definition of God.
Yes, please. You define God, then we can move further in the discussion. Otherwise, we are just vacillating here.
And listen, and I'll end with this, because once I give you my definition of God.
Now here's where I'm cutting you. Once I give them my definition of God, everything that they've been using, knowledge, understanding, counsel, life itself, wisdom, power, and fear of the Lord who gives you that. I have shown you God. I have shown you God now. Will you deny that God exists still as an atheist? Will you deny this? Because I believe you are very intelligent people. I believe you can see through the semantics of nonsense and come to the conclusion that I came to, that the Most High God is all life. Every bit of life comes from Him. The Most High God, omnipresent, omnipotent, all counsel belongs to Him. All knowledge is His. All understanding is His. All wisdom is His. All knowledge is His. All power is His. All fear is His.
You're immediately just going to reject it, even though by what you are asking is it objectable, testable, falsifiable, and repetitive. I give you the evidence of what I'm about to state, of what I call God. Not what religions and other people have created as statues or any of the other rituals or things that they do. I'm a very logical and reasonable man, and I test everything, and I don't believe all things that I see and hear. Okay. My God, the God that I understand is this. Life itself, the Spirit, the Spirit of counsel, the Spirit of knowledge, the Spirit of understanding, the Spirit of wisdom. And when I have counsel, knowledge, understanding, and wisdom, now I have power. I have life, all those, power. And the seventh one is now I have fear of Him who gave that to me. Because my parents did not give that to me. Mm-hmm. I am grown. I am a grown man. I make my own decisions now. Do you make your own decisions, or do you ask your mom and dad what clothes you're going to put on today? Or do you do that yourself now? Now, who gave you that?
So in that understanding, that's consciousness itself. Your parents don't give you consciousness. Your father gave you a sperm, but a sperm by itself cannot be you. Your mother gave you an egg, yes, but the egg by itself, standing alone, is still not a human yet. So your mother and your father can only give you that which is of the physical makeup of what a human being is. How did you get your consciousness? Who gave you the consciousness for you to have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding? Life itself. Who gave you life itself? Because the sperm by itself is not the human. The egg is not the human. These things join together as one, and then something else takes place outside of this created reality. And inside, behind that spinal fluid, close your eyes, close your eyes. Are you in your big toe? Are you in your elbow? Are you in your kneecap? Where are you located? You're going to say your head, but you're behind the veil of water, the spinal fluid. And you don't even touch your body. Your consciousness that's there, the spark of life itself, doesn't even touch this vessel. It's floating around. It's literally floating in water. And the electricity of your brain travels into the water for your five senses to be perceived from your brain's neurological pathways. It goes into behind that veil of water, and there the consciousness perceives that which the outward observes. And then the consciousness sends out the message of truth, and you, as the vessel, through your neurological pathways, will react to it. Fact.
শোন ভাই, আমি একটু ওর সাথে আলোচনা করি। Let's talk one to one. আমি ওর সাথে একটু আলোচনা করি, প্লিজ একটু। Okay, Mr. Kalki, go on. So let's finish your point, then I'll come back to you.
And here I lose it. I lose everything. Signal. I lose my signal.
Are you still there, Kalki?
God was wonderful. He let me in.
I think he's disconnected, or
is it our perception fallacy that he is not talking, or is it just we? Is he talking, or is it just my perception fallacy?
Yeah, see, now you get proper perception. You don't know yet, right? Until you get that proper perception. Oh yes, he's disconnected. Once it happens, I disconnect. Now your perception of truth is now given to you. You have perceived, he has lost reception. That is a truth. You have knowledge of it. You have understanding about it. You're wise in knowing I've lost it. You have power within you to be able to exclaim openly and publicly, he has lost reception. And now you have the fear of, will I come back or will I not come back? Oh no, Kalki, where have you gone? Our friend is gone. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. God is a beautiful thing, I'm telling you. He's so wonderful. He's so brilliant. I can't explain. I have no words to describe his power, his wisdom, his knowledge. There's speech I would only be speaking in babble to explain. I would only be babbling because he's so wonderful, mighty. That's why they call him El Shaddai, El Elyon, in these words, these linguistics that humans create, because these are the greatest words that we can produce in our languages to present a wonderful creator in this sense. So there you have it, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really love going, to be honest, I'll tell you the truth. I like going to foreigners more than people of my own nation, because it seems like foreigners accept me more than people of my own land. Like, and as I understand that Jesus has said that, and I'm not by means no prophet, but I understand when he says a prophet is not welcome in amongst his own people and amongst his own nation, but a prophet is more welcome in a foreign land. I'm well aware of that. But I don't view myself as that. All praise and glory belongs to God. All Elohim, 7 spirits, all to him, all things in that manner. But there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. So maybe I'll go back again. I don't know. But I always have a good time with Indian people. I'm pretty sure they have a good time with me. We laugh. Occasionally they mute me, but other than that, they don't really throw me out. Some do. There are some out there that do that, because in every culture there are those radical forms of people who are very egomaniacal. But I don't see these guys as egomaniacal, even though they are atheists. It's funny that sometimes the people who lack the most 7 spirits or don't recognize the seven spirits, those are the most kind and compassionate and caring people that are more open to truths than people who already have like a doctrine of devil within them, and then they're closed-minded. They don't want nothing else. They don't even like it. They like that bland food. They just like eating that bland food. They have no salt in them. If it loses its saltiness, how can you make it salty again? If you don't add something to the mix. You gotta add some spices, add some stuff to it. Otherwise, you're just eating that same old bland, rhetorical, blasphemous, hypocritical doctrine of devil. Anyway, shalom, salam alaikum, peace be with you guys. As always, enjoy the rest of your day or your evening, whichever one you are in.